Well, this is not the weather that I hoped for today for my ride on the Trinity River. In fact, it's drizzling a little bit, I think. Either that or the fog, I don't know which. But it's only 53 degrees. And there's a lot of people out here. So not the ideal conditions I was hoping for, but that's okay. This is not a hard downpour, it's just a very, very light. Hey! Did that guy say my name? I don't know, I swear I thought he said, "Hey Ronnie." That'd be funny. Like, who is that dude? Alright, this is a nice little detour here. I just love riding down here. There's so many nice views. There's some really cool features. This bridge being one of them. You can just ride across here. They got lots of nice benches. You can sit and enjoy the views. I don't know. I'm still wondering if that was some guy I knew. He wasn't on an e-bike. He was on a regularly powered non-e-bike. So I don't know who that was. And I could have thought I heard him say my name, and I could be wrong. Who knows? Oh. Thank you. My bell's not working. There it goes. What happened? Had a bell malfunction there, I guess. Anywho. So, thank you. That's nice. People like it when you use the bell. Yeah, this is a beautiful place to ride. If it was just a little bit sunny, I'd sure like it better. But it's what it is, you know. They have a little flea market back there that I passed. It's only on Saturdays, and they've got a pretty good crowd, so that's cool. I don't know how far north I'm going to go. I'm going north on the Trinity River Trail right now, if I didn't mention that. Getting a little bit of drizzle in my face, but that's okay. It's not bothering me. So over here on the left, we got the Fort Worth Rail Yard. Got a freight train moving over to the left. This is a fairly new apartment complex here on the left. All the property around here is just primo. It's really top tier. Here's the woodshed right here on the left. And yeah, the food's good. They got some outdoor seating areas too. It looks like they're smoking some wood. Yeah, this bike has 4 pedal assist levels. This is my U-Free Stellar Falcon, which is a great bike. It's a rear hub motor, 750 watt. It's ships as a class 2, but you can bump it to class 3, which is what I've done. So it's got a top speed of 28 miles an hour. Does have a throttle, although I don't use it. So this first place is Ascension. And you have Quince, not Quince. which is what we were pronouncing it. And then somebody said, no, that's 15, which is Spanish for a number I can't think of. And then we have the HG Supply. So all of them have good food. So right up here, Hornet is a really cool bridge that I like to go across. A lot of cyclists do. I'm sure these folks in front of me are going to be doing the same. Oh, maybe not. It's just a cool bridge. You've got the little train track over there to the right. That's a little train that I don't know if it's this Fort Worth Zoo or the city that runs it, but that track runs right parallel to this bridge. Wow. Thought I had a flat. I think it's just my seat post absorbing the bumps. Morning. Anyway, this bike has 4 pedal assist levels. Morning. Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. And I find for the most part, I pretty much ride it in Tour, which is the second level from the bottom. And morning. And it's plenty enough power, especially if you're just riding on flat ground and you want to keep going. Another cool feature, I mean, we're riding under Interstate 30 right now. Of course, my glasses are all fogged up. I'm going to have to stop and wipe them off. I can't see anything. Anyway, the 2 restaurants I'm passing here, one is Papado's Seafood Kitchen and the other is Papacitos. Those are both owned by the same family, the Pappas family out of Houston, I believe. And both restaurants have really good food. Really good. Alright, hopefully my bell will work. Thanks, guys. I'm having intermittent bell problems. Have a good day. I got these winter pants I'm wearing. These are cycling pants. I think I got them on Amazon. I'll try to post a link in the video description below if you're interested. And I'm wearing some winter cycling gloves. These are really lightweight, but they're very warm. My friend Scott Hardesty, who's a fellow YouTuber, recommended these, and I got some for my wife and me, and they're just great. You know, they'll keep your hands pretty warm, and they're just not bulky, so you can shift, you can use your throttle, brake, all that stuff without any problems. Got another bridge coming up here. That's okay. This bike has Schwalbe Johnny Watts tires. Hornet. They're 27.5 by 2.8 inches wide. They have a semi-knobby tread, I'd say, almost like an off-road mountain bike tread, but they do have a fairly smooth center bead, so they're quiet. That's what I love about them. I mean, you can definitely go off-road with this thing, but it's the tires are really quiet. It's kind of unusual, but Schwalbe tires are just great. I think it's really cool that Ufrey puts these on their bikes. I've had Schwalbe tires on one mountain bike and another commuter bike that I used to have, and those are Smart Sams with tan gum wall sides, and they were great tires. So we're now back on the west side of the river going south. And there's usually a guy out here with a little gazebo kind of deal, and he's giving away some free water, which is really nice. I don't think he's out here today. Morning. And but he's a super nice guy. He's usually always out here on Saturdays. Now it looks like we got some volunteers picking up trash and whatnot, which is very cool. Coming up on your left. Thank you. I gotta get my bell fixed. I think this is that same dude. Good morning. Hey, man. Yeah. Yeah. The drive the freaking oh, hey, hang on, the ice cream.
Yeah, Luba.
Yeah, man, tell me your name.
Ted.
How
seen you the other
Ted
day.
Amex.
Yep.
Yeah, man, how you
the
been?
other day at the Cotton Patch.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
You were sitting at the bottom of the
Yeah, at the very corner.
I was gonna interrupt you with your wife.
Oh, no problem. I was like, okay, that was really cool. I couldn't think of the guy's name, but his name is Ted, and I've run into him at the old Starbucks I used to go to several times. He is a hardcore cyclist and super nice guy. He was in a really bad accident a few years ago. He's a driver for Bluebell Ice Cream, and he's worked for them for, I don't know, 20 plus years, and was driving one of their trucks, and I think somebody blew through a light and hit his truck broadside, and the truck went over on its side, and he was pretty seriously injured, as I recall. I don't know if he had to have surgery or he was off work for a while, but yeah, that was pretty serious. But he's doing great now. We were just talking about our A1C, and his evidently he's borderline diabetic, like I was until I was diabetic, and his doctor, I guess, is trying to get him on the Mounjaro, which is what I take. And I told him, man, when you're ready, let me know if you need any help or advice. Morning. Thank you. I'm happy to help. It's absolute miracle. It's took about 8 months, but morning. It's been pretty amazing. Just completely altered my appetite, and for that reason I've had to actually not force myself to eat, but remind myself, hey, you need to eat something. I mean, it's kind of bizarre, but my A1C was pretty terrible when I first got on the medication. I was at 8.8, which is pretty much full-blown diabetic, and I actually got my numbers, went in and got my blood work done, and I got my numbers about a month ago, and I'm now at 5.7. So huge improvement. Thank you. Thank you, e-biking. And thank you, Mounjaro. Morning. So yeah, that has just been an amazing experience, taking this medication that's helped me out so much, and discovering e-bikes and just kind of reigniting my love for cycling. And can't say enough good things about it. I think I'm actually starting to see the clouds parting. So that would be cool, because I think my wife and I are going to go on a ride a little bit later. She does not like cold at all. So that's been a no-go. Morning. So I told her we'd go about 1 when I think it's supposed to be in the high 60s. As long as we've got some sun, she'll be fine. Morning, guys. I don't always get a good morning response, but that's okay. I'm going to say good morning to everybody. I don't care. Get my bell working. Thank you. Back to the Stellar Falcon. A lot of people talk about when they're discussing e-bikes, the size of the motor, the size of the battery, and the power of the motor, which is important. But another metric they sometimes don't really talk about is torque. Torque is what gets you up hills. That's a really important number in my opinion, because you can have some bikes that have a 750 watt motor and they might have 60, 70 Newton meters of torque, and they'll probably get you up a hill fine, but the higher the torque number, the better in my opinion. This bike has 90 Newton meters of torque, which is on the high end, I will say. There are some mid-drive bikes that have over 100, which is crazy. But yeah, this bike has no problem getting up hills. Morning. Pretty cool. I don't see that many electric scooters out here. There's a girl that actually rides one of those unicycles, and that's pretty wild. Don't think I'm going to try that. I am 61. I'll be 62 in May, and that's no, not in my wheelhouse. Probably going to stay off the unicycle. I would fall down, go boom, I think.